as a young man, especially if your goals are so totally orientated to just being able to attract women, which personally, like, that is the case for me. You know, it sounds awesome and so disciplined to say, like, no, I do all this for myself. But at least for me, it's like a huge motive. Like, I think this is a masculine feeling inside of me. Maybe like a lot of like those guys who comment this shit don't have it, but it's like the feminine energy is incredibly inspiring. Like, I'm incredibly motivated by the idea of attracting women. Like 100%. I don't know why that's bad to admit these days. It's so weird. I'm going on a side tangent, man, but these days it's so weird that like we can't admit that we like the opposite sex. Have you noticed this? Like, there's so many cultures around of like, oh, women are a distraction, or men ain't shit, or women are hoes. Like, shut the up, bro. No, we can't even admit, like, yep, I'm making myself more attractive because I want to attract a good woman. We can't admit that. Like, you'll get like shit on for that. Like, oh, but you should be doing it. Shut the you should be doing it for yourself. Shut up.
Have you guys noticed that this guy, Hamza, is practically the only person in like the self-improvement and red pill communities that actually admits this? It's sort of starting to become this norm where you're not allowed to admit that you are motivated by women. All of these YouTubers are saying, no, I don't live for girls. Oh no, I'm not chasing women. I am on my purpose. Yeah, you go, king. And it's gotten to the point where it's turned into these cringy memes that symbolize that you are not allowed to spend time on women. And all of it is just a lie. And I mean, it's one thing that you don't actually waste time on women, that you don't actually waste a lot of time swiping Tinder, going out to nightclubs, trying to get out of the friend zone and actually having sex with women. Yes, that's one thing. But to say that you are not motivated by women, that deep down there's not some sort of instinct inside of you that just wants to be the top male that has sex with all the women, and to say that you don't live for women, it's just a lie. I personally consider myself someone that has a lot of control over myself. I'm not just talking about when it comes to not watching porn and not eating junk food, etc. But when it comes to women as well, I would say that I am someone that is pretty much immune to simping. I am in a long-term relationship and there are many situations where my girlfriend might want something. She might say, hey, I feel like watching a movie. And I tell her no. No, I can't watch a movie right now because I have work to do. And I'm not saying that I never spend time with my girlfriend. I spend time with her, but I'm saying that the time that I spend with my girlfriend is planned. I plan to spend time with her on like a Friday night. I plan a date night or something. And when I don't have time planned with her, and it's like a regular weeknight, and she asks me, hey, you want to do this? I usually tell her, no, I can't do that because I have to do this. I have planned to do this. She cannot take me off my work. She cannot take me off my purpose. A lot of people in the red pill community would probably look up to me and think, yeah, that guy is not chasing women. That guy is on his purpose. You go, king. That's what they would probably think, right? But at the same time, I know that I am driven by women. I am. It's as if everything I ever do in life is with the prospect of having sex with all the women. It's as if I want to become better looking so that women find me more attractive. It's as if I want to become rich so that I have lots of power and status and that women will want me. It's as if there's an instinct inside of me where I just want to compete with the other men and I want to be the top male that the other guys look up to and the women want to be with. That it's as if that is like the thing that drives me in life. And that doesn't mean that I actually spend a lot of time, or should I say, waste a lot of time chasing women, actually having sex with women, no. But it does mean that I want to be the guy that hypothetically could sleep with all the women. I want to be the guy that is the top guy that other guys look up to and women want to be with. I want to be the guy that hypothetically could get all the women. I feel like that is like the thing that drives me in life. And it's biology. It's a simple fact, and anyone that tells you anything else is either lying or they are very naive towards how biology and their own brain works. I mean, think about it. Ask yourself, what is the main evolutionary purpose in life for a human male? What is it? What is the evolutionary end goal for a human male? It is spreading our DNA, right? It is having sex with as many women as possible. Why did our ancestors catch animals? Why did they hunt for food? Why did they build fires? Why did they win fights against other tribes? Why did they socialize with the other humans? Why did they do everything they ever did? Everything they ever did, they all did it so that in the end, they get to have sex. Nature literally programmed us to do everything that we ever do in life with sex as the end goal in mind. That's literally how we are biologically designed. And so it starts to make sense that right now we still have that as our main motivator in life. That's the thing that drives us. Because nature literally programmed us to do everything we ever do in life so that in the end we get to have sex with as many women as possible. That is literally our purpose in life. It is literally our biological purpose to have sex with as many women as possible. People always talk about how it's so important to be on your purpose, that's like the thing that drives you as a man, be on your purpose, most important thing you can do in life. In the red pill community especially, right, people keep saying that. But then at the same time, they ignore the fact that our main purpose in life is to have sex with as many women as possible. And then people will say, well, yeah, but we've evolved to the point where we are no longer like that. There's more to life now. We have different purposes. Well, yes and no. I mean, we have evolved to the point where we can control our instincts, yes. If our instinct tells us eat the fat and eat the sugar, we can tell our instincts no. We're not going to. We're going to eat the healthy foods. If our instincts tell us, fall in love with this girl, get one-itis and waste away your life chasing a girl that's not into you, or your instinct tells us go out to the nightclub and use a bunch of drugs and waste a lot of time chasing instant gratification, we can tell our instinct, no, that's not what we're going to do. We are going to control ourselves. But at the same time, we have not outgrown the actual instinct. It is still a simple, undeniable fact that wanting to have sex with as many women as possible is our main purpose in life. It is our main motivator in life. And now this does not mean that you should actually waste a lot of time on Tinder and nightclubs and actually chasing women and actually having sex with women. No. It's actually quite the opposite, because if you do give in to this instinct, you sort of fall for like instant gratification, right? It's very much comparable to fapping it to porn all the time. You sort of lose this instinct because it tricks your brain into thinking that you've already achieved your purpose in life, that you are already having sex with all the women. And so you start to lose the motivation to improve yourself. And you start to lose your hype towards life because you've sort of tricked yourself into thinking that you've completed life already. And so the trick is to not actually give into these instincts, to not actually chase women and waste a lot of time having casual sex or trying to have casual sex. But the trick is to try to save this sexual energy. It is to acknowledge the instinct and to then transmute that energy into something more productive. Now, I've personally actually felt shamed by the red pill community for thinking that I am driven by women. They always try to shame people by saying, if you live for girls, then you're a loser. And if you want to sleep with a lot of girls, then you're a loser because you're supposed to be a king that is on his purpose and that ignores women, just like the disease memes tell us. And I want you to know that if you think just like me, if you feel like you are also driven by women, which you probably are if you are a biological male, I want you to know that you are not a loser. You are literally normal. It is literally normal to be driven by women, to be motivated by the idea of competing with the other men, becoming the top male that other guys look up to and that women want to sleep with. That is a good thing, and it does not mean that you are actually going to have to waste time chasing instant gratification and chasing sex. No. You can use that energy, you can transmute that energy, and that is the very thing that motivates you in life. And now the red pill community is one thing, but even worse, far more dangerous, is the black pill community. Because the black pill community isn't just trying to shame men into thinking that they are losers. No, the black pill community is actually trying to convince men that they are losers and that they should give up on life. That's essentially what the black pill community is trying to do. It is trying to convince themselves and other people that you should give up on your purpose in life. And they will try to rationalize it by saying, but no, there's more to purpose, and I have different purposes in life because I have my video games and my hobbies and the goals that I chase. Well, guess what, guys? If you know, playing video games is your purpose, or this hobby that you work on, or this job that you have, it is not going to compare to your main biological purpose in life. No amount of video games or hobbies or passions that you have is going to compensate for the fact that you are essentially telling yourself, hey man, you are an evolutionary failure. You will never achieve your main purpose in life. So just give up. Just give up on your main purpose in life. Think about it. That is actually what the red pill community is saying. It's going to destroy you. It is like going straight against the biology of how a male is designed. The black pill community is like the opposite of masculinity. It is literally giving up on your main purpose in life. And then the black pillers will try to say, well, yeah, but it's not about giving up, but it's much more about the fact that we actually don't stand a chance. It's just realism. Well, no. No. Try to spend some more time in real life instead of on your computer. Because these black pillars always say, well, you only stand a chance if you are a 1% genetic Chad and you are this long and this attractive and facial attractiveness, etc., etc. Spend some time in real life, okay? Go take a walk on the actual street in a city. Observe the average man that you see. You will see so many guys that are average or below average who are doing fine in life. You can see these below average guys holding hands with their girlfriends. These guys, they are successful, they are happy, they are hyped on life, they are motivated towards life. They have achieved what you think is impossible to achieve unless you are a 1% genetic Chad. And yet these guys have achieved it. And you know why? It is because they haven't given up on life. They haven't given up on their main biological purpose. If you get into philosophy, or you start reading more modern stuff, like, for example, even something more superficial, like motivational quotes or something. But you always start to see like the same reoccurring patterns, right? You see the same wisdoms being said again and again. One of the things that I see a lot is people saying it is not achieving your goals that makes you happy, but it is working towards your goals that makes you happy. Maybe you've ever heard that before as well. I think there's a lot of truth to this, and I think this also really applies to the idea of not chasing, but competing for women, becoming the top male. I think this very same logic applies. That below average guy that has a girlfriend that is happy and successful. Why is he happy and successful? It is not because he is a 1% genetic Chad. It is not because he has actually slept with hundreds of women. You see, it is not the achieving of the goal that matters, but it is the working towards the goal. You don't need to sleep with hundreds of women to become motivated and happy. But you do need to join the competition. You need to accept the fact that this is your biological reality and you need to join the fucking competition. That is what drives a man in life. And I think that what the red and the black pill community are doing right now, either trying to shame people for acknowledging their biological instincts, or trying to actively get people to give up on their biological instincts, is devastating. I think it will destroy men. It is literally the opposite of masculinity. It is taking people away from their main purpose in life. It is taking people away from their main biological motivator in life. It's going to destroy men. It's going to ruin their lives. And this guy, Hamza, he is one of the only people in like the whole self-improvement and red pill communities, if you even want to call him a red pill YouTuber, but he makes some stuff that red pill people are interested in. He's one of the only people in these communities that actually admits the truth, that is genuine about it, that says, yeah, I am driven by women. He's not trying to hide it. He's not trying to pretend to like do it for different reasons. No. He's one of the only people that actually has integrity and that actually acknowledges his biology. And he was right. He was actually right. There's videos of Hamza where he says that he doesn't really know what to do with this, that he doesn't really know whether this is a good thing or not. But yes, Hamza, if you're watching this video, yes, it is a good thing. It is biology. We are all motivated by the idea of having sex with women, by the idea of competing with other men, being the best man, being able to have sex with all the women. We all are. Everyone is. Everyone else is just lying. It's a biological fact. There's no point denying it. It is literally a biological fact that is our main evolutionary purpose in life. And it's a good thing. It is not a bad thing. It does not mean that you actually have to waste a lot of time chasing women where you can't work towards your goals. No, it is literally the opposite. Being motivated by women, it is the greatest thing a man can possibly have in life.